On our last cruise, we watched a woman get way too drunk, and it left us thinking, maybe Carnival is doing something right. Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Jordan. This is JJ Cruise. Thank you so much for joining the video today. Well, we just got off of 5 side-to-side cruises. Within 5 weeks, we were on 5 different ships, experiencing a lot of things, comparing things, learning, taking notes, shooting content, and we have so much content coming to the channel about those 5 different ships that we were on. And honestly, during those weeks, things were pretty calm. Nothing out of the ordinary happened, nothing really wild happened until the very last day of the last cruise. We were on Grandeur of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean's oldest ship. And what I saw in the solarium that day, I hope to never see again. I'm going to go into detail about the story, but before I get into that, I do just want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up here with JJ Cruise. We're getting ready to move onto a cruise ship for part of our summer. If you like cruising as much as we do, come and be a part of the first 75,000 JJ crew. We're not going to beat around the bush this morning. We're just going to talk about exactly what happened. I'm going to get into the story and then ask a question at the end if Royal Caribbean is doing something actually way wrong and Carnival has this right. But it was a bright and beautiful sunny morning, and it was a sea day, the very last day before we were getting off of our ship and actually flying home after 5 weeks of cruising. I had gotten up pretty early, got to the solarium, got a couple of lounge chairs while Jared was getting himself some breakfast, and I sat out and I just decided to read a magazine and relax. It had been a long and really wonderful 5 weeks, but we decided to take the day off. It was a Sunday, and we were just gonna kind of chill and enjoy the day by the pool. I noticed right away that the couple that was sitting to my left was a little drunk or intoxicated. The woman was kind of just laying there sunbathing, and the husband was coming back and forth between the bar and the other pool deck to check on her about every 5 to 7 minutes. I thought that it was a little strange the first couple of times that it happened because he came over, he was really loud, he was like, "Hey, I just want to make sure you're okay." And then I realized that he was drunk and she was really incoherent, so she was really drunk too. I sent a text to Jared and I said, "Hey, the couple sitting next to us, just to let you know, is pretty drunk. Fair warning when you come up here, I don't know what's about to happen next." Little did I know those words would really come back to haunt me, because what happened next was actually kind of sad. The husband eventually comes over and convinces the wife to get up. And he's like, "Get up, come on, we're gonna get into the pool." And I'm thinking this whole time, I'm like, this lady is pretty drunk. This is not a very good idea. But I watch him help her up and she kind of stumbles over to the pool and they get in the pool together. Now, like I said, we were on Royal Caribbean's oldest and smallest ship. It was a sea day and the ship was rocking. There was a lot of waves going on in the pool. It was kind of tipping from side to side. There was a lot of people in the pool actually having fun, treating it kind of like a wave pool. But this husband takes his wife, puts his arms underneath her armpits to kind of like hold her up like this, and is tossing her around the pool. And you can kind of see that she's like a little not really with it or together. And this starts to kind of get some attention from people around the pool. Now, at this point, Jared had come up here and he's starting to kind of see what's going on. And I'm like, yeah, seems like a really bad situation. The lifeguard is like staring at this couple. A second lifeguard comes over and starts looking at them. And then a couple of officers are off to the side. And Jared's like, "I'm gonna go say something to them," because the lifeguards are not pulling them out, and she looks like she's passed out in the pool at this point. So he goes over to the officers. The officers are actually housekeeping officers, but they tell him they're gonna call security to come up here and try to get her help. Well, while this couple was in the pool and he was kind of dragging her and throwing her around this super wavy pool, another guest looks at them and says she needs to get out of the pool. And then a second guest comes over and says the same thing to him. And the husband's like, "Oh, she's fine. This is normal. She's a little seasick, but she's fine. But he hoists her up onto the ledge of the pool. Now, this is the wet ledge of the pool. You know how pools have the pool, and then there's like an outer layer of water, like 1 inch of water around before the massive step up onto the pool deck. Well, he hoists her up onto the wet area, and she's sitting there, and she can barely keep herself upright. She's like leaning like this, leaning back, and he goes over and gets her a drink, brings it back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe he's gonna feed her another drink. She denies it, he downs it and runs back to the bar for another drink, brings it back to her, and then forces her to down this drink. At this point, there's probably 7 or 8 people around the pool telling the lifeguards, like, hey, this couple needs cut off. And the lifeguards are doing nothing. This actually really shocked both Jared and I, because we would have expected the lifeguards to tell the husband to get her out or pull her out, because this woman looks like she is literally seconds away from throwing up in the pool and ruining the pool day for everybody. Well, about another 10 minutes goes by before the security team shows up, and they start talking to the husband. They're standing up on the upper deck. He's down in the pool, and he says, she's fine, she's just seasick. And they say, oh, well, we don't know. She looks like she's a little incoherent. And we can hear everything because we're so close to the pool at this point. And he says, well, she's not going to get out of the pool. She's totally fine. We're just going to stay in. And one of the security officers walk away, and I look at Jared and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are they going to actually let this woman stay in the pool? Well, no, they didn't, because he came back with 2 female security officers who then proceeded to pull her out and put her in a wheelchair. This woman couldn't even stand up or get out of the pool on her own. I actually felt bad for this woman, because her partner, her husband, whoever she was with, was really kind of forcing drinks on her and trying to get her to constantly drink more. And when she got out of the pool, there was this like sigh of relief from what now had been like 20 people around the pool deck trying to get the lifeguards to get her out. They wheeled her away. Her partner, husband, fiance, I'm not sure who he was, went with her. And we don't know exactly what happened after that. But this was probably a 30-minute ordeal. From the time that Jared got up to the pool deck to them actually getting her out of the pool, it felt like it took forever. And we were waiting to get in the pool because we were waiting to see if she was going to throw up or not. She literally looked like she would throw up at any moment. This got a conversation going between Jared and I about Carnival Corporation brands versus Royal Caribbean brands. Royal Caribbean, you get your drink package, and it's truly unlimited alcohol. It is all you can drink, all you want to drink. However, the bartenders can cut you off if they do see that you are getting belligerent. And I would imagine that that is what happened to this couple that day. That is alleged. I don't know that for sure. Carnival Corporation brands, including Carnival, Princess, Holland, Cunard, P&O, they all have a limit of 15 drinks per day and within a 24-hour period. And it goes from 6 to 6. From 6 a.m. to 6 a.m., you can only drink 15 alcoholic beverages. That's all that's included in your drink package. If you choose to drink more than that, you have to pay individually for each drink. This is, of course, to deter people from drinking more than 15 drinks. I know a lot of you at home think 15 drinks, I would never reach that in a day. But there's some people that look at that as a challenge and then try to get to 15 drinks so they can get the most money out of their drink package possible. I always felt like it was a little bit of a scam to put a limit on a drink package, although 15 drinks is plenty for any one person in 24 hours. Just because if you're paying for unlimited beverages or drinks, or if you go to an all-inclusive in Mexico, you really do get all you can drink. It really is kind of this unlimited thing. But that being said, this was one of the first times that I think I rethought those and kind of went back on those thoughts, because this woman was so incredibly drunk, and it really ruined the last day of their vacation, I am sure. As she got wheeled away, she was sobbing, which I know it had to have been incredibly humiliating to be put in that position while you're on your vacation where you're supposed to be just enjoying. So now I ask you, is Royal Caribbean doing the right thing, or is Carnival doing the right thing? Should there be a limit on alcoholic beverages on a cruise line? Do you agree with what Carnival does? Or do you say, no, It's everyone's personal responsibility and right to do whatever they would like to do as long as they are being responsible. That's kind of the mantra that Royal Caribbean lives by. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm going to be keeping track and taking a poll of exactly what people say on this whole drink package debate. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do want to know your thoughts. But again, my name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Lots more content coming on those 5 ships. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and until next time, see ya.